It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're at Hastings Golf Club to find out what the greenkeepers do to get this ready for the NZ PGA Championship.
But yeah, Graham's out there early now verticutting, so we'll just mow and sand in behind him. So guys, if you're in a mow, please mosey sand and I'll drag them behind you guys. We need to start protecting the black areas for the PGA, so anything there's a black tee or connected black tee, just make sure we're quite far forward for that. We won't pull them off, so even if there's a separate black to blue, maybe just put the blacks up next to the blues, right to you playing it, sorry. Four. Yeah, four. But yeah, we just need to start protecting ourselves a little bit. Cool bananas.
All going well so far?
So far we haven't even got on course yet, so a lot to go wrong. Usually does. I'm going to run Stephen over.
Awesome.
It's alright, you might win some golf games if I do, Sean. We've just vertical cut the greens. What we're using it for is just to create a surface, so remove the grain and any uneven kind of growth. Just trying to get a surface that we're happy to work into the PGA in 4 weeks. We're pretty much starting to work that surface into tournament shape. This will be the last verticut before the tournament, and just a few light sands to keep everything smooth and firm, and go from there.
What are you doing today, Millsy?
So I'm top dressing, putting the sand on the green, trying to put it on nice and evenly.
Yeah.
There's the machine. 2 paths, 180, going at 5 k's an hour, hopefully not leaving any gaps.
And you have to come back and forth all the time filling up with sand?
Yeah, so I'll get two loads of sand on the popper, and that will do 2 greens. So I'm just going to go fill up now and go back to green number 1.
And how happy are you the fact that you have a short walk to work every day?
Oh, well, I'm never the first one to work, folks.
So we're just changing holes as well as we go this morning. We try to change these holes every 3 days. Start of the week's a bit slow, and then towards the end of the week we're kind of averaging 150 to 200 golfers a day. So it's just moving holes in areas where we're just mixing up the wear patterns and things like that, basically. The goal is basically, rather than fast, is to have them firm. We've just got a few greens out here which are quite slopey, so they will be faster than what we normally have them, obviously, but if we can create something firm, and that's kind of our challenge against the golf, rather than having them super fast.
And how does that change from sort of a membership week to a tournament week?
So it's just basically a lot more hand watering and moisture, a lot more rolling as well. So rather than slamming our heights down and trying to get a really fast surface, it's maintaining a bit of length on the grass and then rolling them. So we're firm, but we're not overly or too fast. So it's a bit of a juggling act. Once or twice a week I'll measure them just to see where we're at leading in, basically, and what we want to do the next day. Like, we might, if they're slow, we might want to give them a cut and a roll for the next day. If they're fast, then we might just want to give them a cut or just a roll. So yeah, we'll just measure that just to maintain the speed. We haven't pushed them too fast, really. Like I say, we've been working more on surface than speed of late. But yeah, they want them around about 11 feet for the tournament, as far as I'm aware. So, which isn't, they generally sit around 9.5, 10 feet, so it's not a lot quicker than what we normally have them. Our cutting kind of schedule for the tournaments, we'll double cut in the morning and then roll straight after, and then in the afternoon we'll single cut and roll as well, depending on where the greens are sitting, basically. So they get 3 mows, or they get 5 mows within 24 hours, basically. Yeah, so that'll be from the Sunday before, so about 8 days, 4 days out before the tournament, they'll start getting 5 mows in 24 hours, which is pretty intense. Greens won't change too much. They don't want them too fast, so greens will probably stay where they are, which is 2.9 mil at the moment. Fairways and approaches will come down about 2 millimeters. So fairways we're cutting at 12 mil at the moment, they'll come down to 10, and approaches and tees we're cutting at 11 mil and they'll come down to 9 basically. Rough we'll carry on cutting up until the tournament, but then basically a week and a half, 10 days out, they've asked us to take the rough mower off just to grow that rough up. So yeah, rough will be pretty thick if this growth carries on, which will be fun to watch. When people don't fix their pitch marks, repair their divots. Pretty simple stuff, right? A repaired will basically close in within 3 days. An unrepaired one, if we mow over it, will take 3 to 5 weeks to repair, basically. Yeah.
So that 10-second job the member does would be, or the visitor would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It'll make a lot of difference. When we were really hot around October, November, we're putting out about 1.1 million litres of water a night. Yeah, it's a bit of water. Yeah, we're lucky we've got a new irrigation system and it's working really well. We've got 2 bore pumps, so we're really lucky we've got a good water source. It's good water, we've got a lot of it, so we're luckier than a lot of golf courses around the place. Week 4 today, 2 days out from the first day. Like I say, this week's pretty normal, just a kind of a grooming week, and then from next week on all our cutting regimes ramp up. So like I say, we'll go to 3 to 4 mows on fairways, and tees, approaches. Greens will start getting double cuts and dry cuts in the afternoon as well. So yeah, basically from next week on it just slowly builds up, and then the weekend before we start split shifting basically. So half the guys will come in, prep the course in the morning, and then half the guys will come in the afternoon and start doing dry cuts and things like that. You just get a much better result cutting in the dry, things like that. So that's what it looks like. We'll have guys hand watering a lot more, just to control the moisture on the greens. We've got 3 volunteers coming down for 8 days leading up, from other golf courses around the place, and then another 4 volunteers for the mornings of the tournament, so just to help out. Bunkers start getting hand raked, etc. So just everything just gets fine-tuned a little bit more. I think trying to prepare a tournament golf course whilst still maintaining a membership base. So you know, we've got on average 200 golfers a day, for example, right up to the Monday that we shut. We've got pennants the Sunday before, so a lot of these big courses, you know, they're shut 3 months prior to ensure that the course is pure. But that's part of it. We've got members, and it's great that they get to experience you know, the tournament and the course in a good shape as well. So that's our biggest challenge, and also a small crew, 6.5 man crew, you know, and just trying to get everything basically dialed in. So yeah, we're pretty busy, but everything's going pretty good at the moment.